In this video, we sat down with our colleague, Loren Sanders. We are the Beach Life group here in North County, San Diego, and chatted about what it's like to be a seller in this current market.
I'm Chris Erickson.
And I'm Cassidy Lewis.
And we're with the Beach Life Group. We love making these videos for you, but we're also real estate agents right here in North County, San Diego. So if you're thinking about making that move, thinking about selling your home, just have some questions, hit us up, start that conversation, book your discovery call, text, email. We got your back when making the move here in North County, San Diego. And if this is your first time, boom, hit the subscribe button. We're dropping new videos every single week.
Hey, here we are for the Beach Life Group first quarter roundtable 2023. It's been an interesting beginning to the year, especially based on what we were seeing last summer. The market was kind of changing a little bit last summer because of interest rates. So on the listing side, in my mind, if you're a home seller and you've been waiting, because I know I've talked to a few people that were thinking of selling right as COVID hit, and then they're like, yeah, I don't want to deal with it. And then there were like, well, why should I sell? It keeps jumping up 10, 20%. And so some of those folks circling back around with, and it's kind of more interesting conversations now. The ones that have a low locked in interest rate, a little more sticky. The ones that were going somewhere or they're older and they're like, hey, we're going to move down and we're cashing out. And those people are starting to get back on board. I think we talked about this earlier with the interest rates. We're hovering right about 6. We were up over 7 at a point. What do you think the number is if we get to where will it open up some more inventory for those people that are locked in at 3.5% that want to move up, but they don't want to double leap, you know, because interest rate's going to be way 2 points higher than they have. Plus they're going in price, so it's like a double whammy. Where do you think that number is?
I mean, who knows? It's a total guess. But like, just if you say a lot of people are locked in sub 3. A lot of people are locked in sub 3, like 2.75 rates from when they refied a few years ago. That's a tougher sell. If you're kind of in that 3.5 to 4% range, it's a little bit easier to jump up to, let's say, a percentage, a 1%, so 5.5% range. So that'll play a big part. I think once it does kind of come down to where people see it as a little more reasonable and can make that move, but move up buyers, not necessarily the first-time home buyers because they don't have a place to sell as well. But once the current home sellers move up home buyers and kind of that traditional, we've been here 8-10 years, it's time to move the family up to a bigger place. Once the interest rates kind of come down to a somewhat reasonable range, 5.5, let's say, I think it'll unlock some of that inventory as well. So, I mean, it will cause more buyers too, because then they're going to, then they're out of the field. That was my next question, because there is going to be there's still going to be a supply and demand issue. Home sellers in general right now, depending on the zip code and price range, exact location, many of them are back in their driver's seat to a large degree, like we mentioned just when we talked the buyer side. So what are you seeing on that?
Just like we've talked about, it's changing. So we've had a few listings this year that, I mean, coming into the beginning of the year, sat for 20 days, 30 days.
Oh my God.
I know, it's crazy. I know. We haven't seen it in years. But
getting itchy. We're like,
I know.
What do we do?
But, so it's gone up. Part of it, the market time has actually gone up over this time period from 17 days-ish to 36 in some places, 42. But so it seems like this huge leap. We're talking another week or two.
I know. We're like 5 years ago, 45 days wasn't crazy.
I can remember when it was
a lot more than that. Even
3 to 6 months.
Exactly.
And we would be talking to people at the door and go, when are you planning on moving? And they would tell you, well, did you want to be sold or did you want to be moved by then? I mean, did you want to go on the market then or did you want to be moved by then? Because it could take 3 to 6 months in this market to get your home sold.
Now it's 2 to 3 weeks max. But so at the beginning of the year it was kind of slow and interest rates were close to 7, and so and we did see, like, as soon as interest rates dipped below 7 or whatever they were, just lowered a little bit, all of a sudden those listings went into escrow instantly. And then in the last month we had another listing in San Marcos that we got 3 or 4 offers right off the bat first weekend, and we're in escrow on Monday. So competition was definitely out there and good strong offers at list or above. So there's opportunity, and we listed pretty much right at market. So we didn't want that frenzied, 50 offers. We were looking for good, solid offers.
The problem really is when you get 50 offers, I don't know, 38 of them are worthless.
Yeah.
You know, they're flippers trying to get it for cash and talk you into selling it yourself when you sell it to them, and, you know, playing all these games.
Yeah.
You probably only respond to 5 or 6 anyway.
Right. Exactly.
So, but yeah.
So we got our 3 or 4, and it was obvious that we were kind of heading back in the direction that we were in last year at this time.
Yeah.
Not the crazy frenzy, but enough, like all the showings filled up, all that too. So it was good.
Right. I mean, that's what I had a really nice place in South Oceanside that we got an appropriate amount of offers, and it went for, just way more than what Zillow said, but, you know, it was a solid price. So let's go through some of the zip codes now, or not zip codes, talk San Diego. I'll read out some numbers just so folks know where the market is. San Diego detached homes, as of the end of March, these numbers are 940,500, and that's down 4.2% versus last year at the same time. Attached homes in San Diego, 635, down 1.6%. When we look at coastal North County, which is a lot of what we're doing, the median price for a detached home, $1,980. And that was up 10% versus last year, which is pretty strong time frame as we're talking about. And then the attached were at 810, and they were up also. Median price was up 1.9%. So here's the interesting thing that we're seeing that we talked about, supply demand. It's getting funky again. What I mean by that is we were in November, actually the peak was probably in the summer last year of inventory levels. We went from half a month supply in some places up to 2 months supply. So a huge percentage gain, but still low in the numbers. So right now, month supply of inventory for detached homes, San Diego, 1.1 month supply, not a ton of supply. 1.5 months. We always have a little more inventory in the higher price brackets. And then condos, listen to this, attached, 1 month supply in San Diego as a whole, and 0.6 month supply in North County for attached homes.
Yeah.
0.6.
Condos, inventory is low.
So that's what's happening in the current real estate market. If you have more questions, you want to stay up to date on what's going on, you just want to pick our brains, be sure to reach out. You could call, text, email, book your discovery call right down below. We got your back when making the move here in North County, San Diego.